Welcome back to the DR Sports Exchange, episode number 186. And both of our teams are an abysmal 0-2. Giants and Jets, both 0-2.
What's new?
Giants having a much more thrilling experience, a much more heartbreaking experience, to say the least. That was a weird game, man. That was a very weird game to watch.
Tyrod looked okay.
He was he was your highest graded PFF player.
I'm sure he was, dude. That week was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Michael Clemson got to go, dude. He's got to go.
James Hudson got to go. There's a lot to go over in Giant and Jetland. We'll recap week 2, including Mets just scored. Brandon
Nimmo. Huge game for the Mets, by the way. Anyone who's a Mets fan out there, I'm sure there's a ton of you. Huge fucking game tonight.
We'll also dive into some Mets and Yankees. Yankees take 2 out of 3 against Boston. Mets
snap the 8-game losing streak, but it ain't looking good.
It's a plus, but yeah. We'll recap week 2, including Packers. Tim, this may be... Are they good?
Was I right or was I right, Stan? Is Jordan Love win an MVP? Is that what's going to happen?
What if the Lions and the Commanders are good and the Packers are just that much better?
I kind of think that's the direction I'm leaning towards because I really think they are just that much better, dude. I really think they are.
Eagles and Chiefs. Oof. That's we'll get to it later on, but after watching that game, I can definitely see by next May or April, whenever they have the league meetings, the tush push wasn't banned by 2 votes.
It'll be banned. Everyone's lining up off sides, dude.
Yeah, 2 more votes. That you're telling me that there aren't 2 NFL GMs that are maybe we should get rid of
I think after this season, the Jets might pull the plug on their vote and switch sides.
Yeah, I think they might do so as well. Pretty exciting Monday night game. Bucs take down the Texans. We'll talk about how the Texans are the Southern Steelers. Yes, I said it.
No,
the Southern Steelers. Yep, said it. And then college football. What a weekend! A&M takes down Notre Dame in South Bend. Dabo, get out of town.
He's got to go.
Get out of town, Dabo Sweeney. Georgia and Tennessee have game of the year so far. LSU and Florida. Speaking of get out of town, Billy Napier, gotta go. We mentioned it last week. We'll dive into that LSU-Florida game. So, let's get it started with the Thursday night game. This is our first recap episode, and also, pretty big announcement coming up later at the end of the episode, so stay tuned for that. So, let's get it started. NFL Week 2 recap. The Packers take down the Commanders 27-18. The entire league should be terrified of the Green Bay Packers.
They're all put on
notice. Absolutely. It felt like the game was over after the first drive.
It was.
I'm being dead serious.
It was.
I'm being dead serious. Micah Parsons continues to just devour.
But that's what we expected, no? I mean,
it is exactly. I mean, it's what you expected with. It's what you expected with him, obviously, after what we saw in Dallas. But, oh my God, this defense. The Packers might be... If we're talking about overreactions after week 2, the Packers are winning the Super Bowl. They are winning the Super Bowl of overreactions right now.
Rightfully so. They're winning the Super Bowl outright, Stan. That's my futures pick right there.
That was your futures pick, yeah. Jordan Love, if Jordan Love continues to be this good, and there are some instances of Jordan...
Does he win MVP? That was also my future pick.
Whole league made me cooked. And now the Jordan Love experience, we saw it in that... Actually, game wasn't over after the first drive, if I remember. The game was over after that first scoring drive because they went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. But there was one throw that Love made, and you were like, oh my God. Holy shit, Jordan Love's doing this. And then on 4th down, when they were trying to go for it, he severely underthrew Jaden Reed. And you're like, all right.
Things happen. Listen, not everyone's perfect, all right?
That was the Jordan Love experience. I look at the Commanders' side of things, and why did they trade Brian Robinson?
I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't.
They didn't use Bill Merritt at all. I mean, they're going to have to now that Austin Eckler's out for the year with that Achilles injury. But why? Why did you trade?
Do you think they were banking on a lot to go right for them? Honestly, it's starting to feel like that. Just
maybe it's kind of starting to feel that way. But again,
they've been pretty underwhelming these last 2 weeks, dude. From what we expected from them,
despite the win against the Giants, yeah, whatever.
They didn't even look that good.
Which they didn't look good. if Daniels doesn't play against them or doesn't play this week, who do they have? I believe they have Vegas. If I could
be easy game
after what we saw from Gino the other day, I think, or last night, I think that may be
Raiders at 1.
Raiders at 1. So if he doesn't play, if Jaden doesn't play in that, would you be worried? I mean, obviously you're worried because it's your franchise quarterback, but
I mean, of course I'd be worried.
Yeah,
dude, they're not trending in the right direction. Oh my God, Stan, I hate to interrupt. Brett Beatty, it's 5-0 in the first inning. I just got to get that out of my system. Brett Beatty bomb. It's 5-0 in the first.
Beatty. All right. Yeah, but I don't know. I'd be very worried about this Commanders.
They're just not trending in the right direction. They've had a lackluster offense the last 2 weeks.
And I know like they sort of like found their stride in the fourth quarter. They got Zach Ertz involved a lot. Debo is
too little too late though.
Yeah. Debo's impossible to bring down. Like there's really, I mean, they looked good, but I am a little worried. Just a little bit worried.
Are the Packers that much better than them? Is that kind of what? Because I feel like that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe. Are they just that good? Like again, that's what I said.
Are they the best team in the NFC?
Right now, yes, because this Eagles offense does not move me. All right. Packers take on, who do they play next week? Packers take on the Browns in Cleveland.
Okay. That should be a slaughter for the Packers. So if you're a Packers fan, you're trying to go off 3-0 to start the year.
3-0. All right, let's go to our games. Let's do it, Sam. Let's start with the Giants. Yeah, we have to. Cowboys 40, Giants 37. I'm going to look. Okay.
This is a heartbreaking loss, man. This just got to sting.
But like as soon as they got the ball, like I'm watching the game with my dad, and as soon as like the kickoff return happened, it was just like, this is going over. We just knew.
And Aubrey hits a 65-yarder that would have good from 80. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. 80.
I'm gonna look at the positives from this drive. I'm gonna look at the positives here. It was a complete 180 from Russell Wilson, despite how terrible the Cowboys defense looked. I was encouraged. I was very encouraged. That was the best performance that we've seen from a Giants quarterback since Eli Manning. Absolutely, without a doubt. Malik Neighbors. That's the wide receiver one that everyone deserves. Absolutely. Making big plays. Making big plays.
58-yard touchdown. It was a 50-yard touchdown. Take the lead.
Wan'Dale Robinson. Hey, he's looked pretty good. Like he's proven that he's not a guy that can give you like a 5-yard in route and from the slot. Like he can actually like go up the seam and catch a ball and get yards after the catch. Little bit concerned. Okay, now this is a mini concern for me. Little bit concerned about the running back position because I didn't see a lot about Tyrone Tracy other than the kickoff return, and Tyrone Tracy did not really have good things to say regarding the play calling after the Washington game. Maybe that was a little bit of punishment. Dable wouldn't go into that, of course, because why would he? I looked at the Cowboys side. This was like a classic, like, goofy Cowboys game where it was just like, how are they still in this game, number one? How, like, Dak's just putting the team on his back every single drive.
Most underrated quarterback in the NFL, by the way. I just want to put that point out there. If he gets the most hate for no reason.
Yes. I will also, Dak still has not lost to the Giants since 2016. And that was his debut. That was week 1, 2016. He has not lost to the Giants since. And I remember that game so well.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You play him twice a year, dude.
Yeah, we play him twice a year. Well, we did beat him technically, but Dak didn't play because he was out for the year with that broken ankle. So we beat Andy Dalton.
Great. Nice.
Yeah, that was the
ginger missile.
No, that was, oh my God, what was? Oh yeah, if the Eagles beat the Commanders, the Giants would have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was brutal. That was so disgusting. Is it safe to say, like, now this is like the hottest of hot takes, but I know there's going to be some idiot with an MVP vote that will do this. I can promise you. Is there a world where Brandon Aubrey gets MVP votes this year?
It's like not off the board. I'm not going to call it insane. Because if they make the playoffs, Stan, if the Cowboys are even touching near the playoffs, he's going to have to kick like 65 field goals. So
yeah. It's insane that their 2-minute drill is literally just, okay, if we get it to midfield, we have a shot.
When you get it within 70, you got a chance. I mean, it's insane.
It's absurd. It's absurd with this guy.
Are him and Boswell the two best kickers in the league?
Not Boswell. I don't think Boswell. I think
What I saw, that 60-yarder, fucking shove it up his head.
Boswell, Bucker, Elliott, McPherson.
Aubrey
there's
won?
a lot more. Aubrey's clear-cut one. Aubrey's a Hall of Famer already. Like, I'll say it. It's disgusting
kick
to
volumes
say.
through the roof, so.
Oh, yeah. But there's just, like, so many... There's just so many, like, I don't even, like, understand. Like, your 2-minute drill is literally just going to be like, all right, hey, if we get it at midfield, we're winning this game. Or we're going to overtime.
That's the blessing they have.
Can you imagine that, like, having that luxury? Like, oh, we're on the opposite 45. All right. We're good.
Well, I mean, it's awesome because it puts so much pressure on a defense where they can't just play prevent, because if they make it upfield, halfway to midfield, then...
And now we'll get to my concerns. Shane Bowen, I don't think he knows what he has. At least Mike Kafka was like, all right, what we did last week was abysmal. We got to step it up. And they did. The offense put up 37 points. I feel like
defense didn't change a thing.
It felt good, like, and this is sad to say, it felt good that the Giant offense looked like a modern NFL offense.
This is what you were saying to me last week about the Jets. Yeah. And I just sort of said, how many moral victories can you take, Stan? Because it sucks.
Again. No, because I'm going to bring up my point. How many more moral victories can you take? The discipline. And I know everyone's going to look to James Hudson, and rightfully so. I am going to look to James Hudson. Here are my comments on James Hudson. That is all. That is all. That is all. If he makes a Pro Bowl, boo him. If he wins a Super Bowl, boo him. If he does anything, boo him. Like, I don't understand where we get these guys. I don't understand where we get these offensive linemen from. It feels like the Giants' offensive line finds a new low that you don't even think is possible until you see it, which is an absurd thing to say.
I would like to just say New York football does that, because let's not exclude the Jets from this.
I know, yes, but so many so many roughing the passer penalties, so many unnecessary roughness penalties,
just bonehead plays, just straighten it out.
Pass interference, like, and then Shane Bowen playing soft coverage when you know they got the best football kicker on the planet, ready to dial it up from 65 or however fucking far it was, and you're playing soft coverage, having midfield wide open. I don't understand. Like, what his like less aggressive, laissez-faire approach on defense is costing this team. Costing this team a lot.
I mean, you saw it last week.
Yeah, from what he was doing on the field, I thought Abdul Carter looked good. Drew Phillips looked very good despite the pass interference penalty. He had that clutch tackle in overtime. I thought Russell Wilson looked good despite the boneheaded fumble and the boneheaded interception. Like, I don't know. Like, again, there's positives, but I'm tired of talking about, we look good, but
I'm sick of it.
We look good, but if we fix this, and this, I want to win football games. Brian Dable's coaching for his job, and all the beat reporters are saying, like, you could sense the frustration in the locker room. Dable doesn't look happy. Dexter Lawrence doesn't look happy. Like, they're tired of this.
But who do you put the blame on now? Like, that's where
that's bad coaching. It's bad coaching.
Is it a bad coaching? With the front office issue, or is it a bad coaching thing? The discipline, honestly, I get. Obviously, I understand the discipline's frustrating from a coaching standpoint. But the product they're putting on the field, player personnel-wise, do you honestly think, looking at this roster, are they a playoff football team?
No, absolutely not.
Right, and but how many years in a row is this? This is the fourth year in a row where you're just like, holy shit, we stink. And if you're a player on the team like Dexter Lawrence or a high-end player, you want to see something. You want to see some upside.
Yeah. Even when, like, Robinson got that big play and they called the second James Hudson unnecessary roughness penalty, they showed Malik Neighbors. He was like, come on. Like, can we fucking, who do we gotta make out with to, like, get some type of good luck here? Like,
who do we gotta pay?
Who do you, have to pay to get some type of good luck? And then James Hudson just having that meltdown on the sidelines. Like, is he just mad at himself? Or is he mad? Like, I don't understand where that's coming from. And the fact that it is 7:37 p.m. on Tuesday, September 16th, and you're telling me that James Hudson hasn't been cut yet? He should have been cut at halftime.
Yeah. I
thought Marcus Bell looked great. I thought the offense looked substantially better. And again, I know there was positives, But there are some negatives to this. I'm sorry.
There's more negatives than positives, dude.
There's more negatives than positives, even though we put up 37 points. Like, this is how much of a hole that we're in. The red zone offense still didn't look great. Like, I'm sorry. It still didn't look great. There was an issue. What else was there? When they went forward on 4th down, they didn't take the points. I mean, that could have won them the game. And I know it was 4th and 1. Scatterboo's got to make that pass. Russ is going to Scatterboo's going to catch that pass, sorry. And then Russ is going to make that throw earlier. Then there was, like, what else? I thought it was interesting, though, that they put in Dart for some packages. Did you notice?
I didn't even see that. Was it more of just, like, mobile packages, or how they spread it out?
Mobile packages, like, like spread offense, read option. They were all rushing plays. He didn't throw the ball. But
I'd like to see him get some airtime, but obviously it's a little early for that. I did notice, though, I mean, it's funny. It sucks that this happened.
Yeah.
Him sticking the W in Jameis's mouth right as the camera pans on that, and then Aubrey kicks the field goal. I don't know if you saw that.
Are you an idiot? Tim, that was a
that?
preseason game against the fucking Patriots.
Well, they flashed it on Twitter. I'm sorry. I saw it flashed on Twitter, and some guy underneath was clowning the shit out of him. Either way, it was just last week can't happen.
That was
it can't happen again.
Can't happen anymore. I mean, rightfully so. There's 25 seconds left. Of course, Malik Neighbors gonna do the night thing. You think the game's over, but no. Your defensive coordinator has to be a fucking terrorist. If Wake Martindale was the defensive coordinator of this team and he didn't start an alliance between him and those two brothers that I forget the names of and the other coaches, like maybe we win that game, because there's no way Wake Martindale would have gotten soft on that. No way.
Right. I understand. I understand that the pros of playing prevent coverage and obviously going upfield, but you got back to this point. You got to know who's on the other side of the ball. You have to know they're going to get to midfield and they're going to kick a field goal. No matter where they are, if they're around, they have a shot of making it. So you got to put some sort of pressure on them.
Yeah, but it's just like I see the positives with the offense, and then I'm like, all right, this Cowboys defense looks abysmal,
and it's completely negated for how bad the defense looks.
Yeah. All right. Giants have the Chiefs next week on Sunday Night Football. I'm sure I'll kill myself during that. But anyway, no way the league lets the Chiefs go 0-3. Not a shot.
I don't even think the league needs to get involved, Stan. I don't think the Giants I don't think the Giants are beating the Chiefs.
That is right. If Mahomes does win this game, it will be the last team that he would have to beat on the road. The Giants are the only team that he has not beaten on the road.
Really?
Because he hasn't played the Giants on the road.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, there's no way really? There's no way he'd be Daniel Jones on the road? Like,
because we went to Kansas City for 2 straight. Yeah, I don't know.
You lost there instead. Remember. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, we lost there instead on national television for God knows what reason. Why that team was on national television?
It's because they schedule these games so fucking poorly. Like, they thought Aaron Rodgers and the Jets were going to be Super Bowl favorites, and they changed all their nationally televised games. We're like, you know what? Maybe we'll just take a few of these away.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Bills and the Jets. Bills 30, Jets to 10. What a weird game, man. Just what a weird game. Everyone had high expectations for this Jet offense after how bad the Bills defense looked.
Terrible.
They're down at Oliver, and Justin Fields had one completion with 30 seconds left in the first half. He had only one completion with 30 seconds left.
What was his end stat line? I'll tell you right now. It was pretty fucking... Yeah, he was 3 for 11 with 27 yards, and he fumbled.
Oh.
He had a QBR of 1.1. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Also, this defense needs to be fixed now.
Michael Clemens needs to get the fuck off this team. Aaron Glenn addressed it this morning, saying this can't keep happening because he's just a penalty machine. But this defense looked so bad. They looked lost, dude. They got killed.
Yeah.
They got killed. Yeah. I mean, this was a joke of a game. They couldn't even establish the run. I mean, how many rushing yards they had? They had less than 100 combined.
I'll check that for you. The Jets had...
They had 100 flat on 21 rush attempts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
100 flat. Damn.
Terrible.
Jeremy Ruckert, I believe, is your leading receiver. No, he wasn't. It was Garrett Wilson.
He's the only one who caught a touchdown pass, but that was the only positive from the game.
Good for him, though. His dad isn't that the guy with the bit that's whose dad is the diehard Jet fan?
Oh yeah, his dad posted on Twitter.
He was like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he was like,
this team sucks, but my kid just scored for the Jets.
That's pretty much exactly what he tweeted. He was like, not a great performance out there for the boys, but god damn it, I'll be remiss if I don't tweet about my son catching a touchdown for the New York Football Jets. I was like, all right, like, at least take some positive out of this. No,
All
they look terrible. Yeah. They look like they did last year. I mean, I was excited after week 1. I'm going to be honest with you, Stan. After this game, I'm kind of reverting back to what I initially expected from them. They're not a good team. They're like a 6-win team at best. There's so many glaring holes. I love Aaron Glenn. I love him to death. He's been, very hard-nosed coach. I mean, I don't think it's much. There's no saving this. They stink.
You guys take on Tampa Bay next week. I think this week is a big one for Aaron Glenn, just to see how this team responds to such a bad game. And I think it sucks. They're going up against the Buccaneers.
Well, yeah, and obviously he's got a game plan for Tyrod to start this week because they're unsure if Justin Fields is even going to play.
Yeah. Am I honestly, I'm serious when I say this. Are you better off with Tyrod Taylor?
We're 100% better off with Tyrod Taylor. Also, I would just like to point out the Mets just hit 2 nukes into the second deck. It is now 7-1.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Pete Alonso and Lindor have a day. But no, I mean, there's no fixing this. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board next year. I just don't think the roster they put together was fully set. I mean, you saw the O-line issues last week. How many sacks were there?
Yeah.
I mean, they got
a lot.
Yeah, it was just QB pressures were high. I mean, they were getting tackles in the backfield. And the penalties. Dude, they took 6 penalties for, 70 yards?
Let me see. I'm just rereading my notes here for a second. Penalties for yards. Who, the Jets? 5 penalties for 35 yards.
Okay, that's not that bad then. That's fine. But still, it's just, and the penalties were just bonehead by Michael Clemens, though. Roughing the passer plays. It's simple things like the Giants. It's simple things you need to clean up, and and here's the thing, Stan, they constantly don't clean them up. It's every single week we're saying about this. Last year it was the offsides issues and the false start issues. Now it's roughing the passer issues, holding calls. It's all over the place. There's a lot of glaring holes that need to be fixed, and it seems like there's no fixing. It just seems like there's no fixing.
Yep. All right, let's go to the next game. Rapid fire. Patriots 33, Dolphins 27. If you're a Dolphins fan,
the Dolphins suck. They stink. They stink.
Honestly, if you're a Dolphins fan, you're happy you guys lost this game. I think you guys are in I'm happy we lose territory.
I'm telling you right now, Stan, I don't care how bad the Jets played last week. The Dolphins are the worst team in the AFC East, without a doubt. I don't care what the record says.
No question.
They're in a terrible situation. There's no direction in sight. They paid Tua, who's terrible.
Yeah. And we went into all that last week. But my thing, I think McDaniel, and it's almost like when the Eagles fired Andy Reid. You know?
Like it just needed to happen?
It just needed to happen. He overstayed his welcome, all that stuff. I just think Mike McDaniel's overstayed his welcome. I don't think he's a bad coordinator. I don't necessarily think he's a bad coach.
No, he's a shithead coach. He's a good offensive coordinator. He's a shithead coach.
Yeah, all right. We could agree to disagree there, but he's just got to go. Like, this franchise is just a freaking dumpster fire. I will say, I'm almost out of insults for this team.
Well, they haven't changed anything for 3 years. It's been the same scheme pretty much. I mean, it's the same shit every week. And they've just been consistently getting worse. They started off hot those 2 years. Now the last 2 years have been abysmal. And you're looking at going into this year what are we? And they're not good.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, to play devil's advocate, outside of the first quarter, Tua looked pretty good. Until the second to last drive of the game.
Oh, yeah, until it mattered.
Delay a game. What was it? Delay a game, overthrown ball to Tyreek that would have been a touchdown, and an interception. They ended up getting the ball back, but they needed a touchdown. He got sacked on 4th and 16. It's a tough.
Listen, I'm not even gonna go back to college evaluations because you could look at the stats there. He was 6-6 against the top 35 defense. He was 35-0 against teams outside the top 35. And you saw how many first-round picks he played with at Alabama. It was a plethora of guys. That team was, loaded to the max. That was a professional offense run. And obviously, you're going to see some success from there. And he's had decent success in the NFL, but injuries are catching up to him. And it seems like he's losing it, dude. It just seems, in my mind, like he's losing it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even know what's what the next step is. If I'm being honest,
they have to restart.
What's the next step for him? Yeah. I just don't think that ownership is willing.
They put so much money into him. They can't be.
Yeah. This game against the Bills, I think this is the last one for McDaniel. I think he's just got to go after this. Already. If it's bad, if they put up a fight, then maybe it'll buy him another month.
No, they're not going to put up a fight, dude.
They're not going. I think the Bills are favored by more than 2 touchdowns.
Is it in Buffalo?
It actually dropped. It's in Buffalo, yeah. It dropped. It went from 14.5 to 11.5.
It's over.
So, all right. You have that going for you, but it's over.
Is that really something going for you, though? They dropped the line by 2 points?
Yeah, they dropped the line. Like, honestly, if you're a Dolphins fan, that's a win.
That's the win of the week? I mean, you took a win because they dropped the line by 2 points.
They dropped the line. You can buy points. Congrats. Like,
there you go.
Really? God.
Like, that's the win of the week. I thought crazy.
Drake May looked good despite 2 missed extra points. I will say that Pat's secondary is very vulnerable. That's why Tua showed some life.
Did Christian Gonzalez
Other
play?
than that, I don't think he did. Maybe
couldn't even beat a banged up Pat secondary. I mean, that's just
don't see him on the stat sheet. Yeah, I don't think he played.
And they still lost.
Not good. And they still lost, yes. All right, next game, Bengals 31, Jaguars 27. Joe Burrow out for 3 months due to turf toe surgery. At least it isn't an injury that involves him throwing.
Dude, this sucks so much for Bengals fans.
This is a tough outlook if you're a Bengals fan right now. I will say Jake Browning is a solid backup option.
I heard rumblings they were interested in Jameis. I heard some rumblings.
Not rumblings that they were into Jameis. They were looking at teams that have a loaded quarterback room, which I would imagine meaning they might be trading for Jameis Winston, but I don't see it happening. I think everyone comes out of this game as losers. If I'm being honest, like everyone's a loser here. Yeah. Burrow's out for 3 months. Browning now has to step in for the majority, for 80% of the season now.
And that's if he comes back. We don't know how he comes back. Because the projected timeline right now, Stan, would be Burrow comes back for the last 3 games of the year. That'd be it.
Yeah. And then the Jaguars, what the hell is up with Brian Thomas?
I have him in fantasy, dude. He's killing me.
Me too. I'm fucked with him. I'm screwed.
You can't get your pull.
I get it's the, but then Cohen saying the wrist injury and all this, but it's like the wrist injury. Like I get being hurt, I get it, but a wrist injury doesn't prevent you from jumping up and catching a ball.
Just there's no effort in any of his plays.
He has been the most disappointing player this season so far.
In the first 2 weeks, 100%, 100%.
Absolutely. It honestly, and then with the Jags, it's weird how they are the opposite of what I thought they'd be. The offense doesn't really do much for me.
But they still stink.
That defense is pretty damn good. Like, the pass rush is great. Trayvon Walker is probably one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league. You already have Josh Hines-Allen, who's a solid pass rusher. The pass rush is there. Everything else on defense is kind of but the defense is keeping them in games. But also, it felt like after Burrow went down, it felt like they just stopped trying. It felt like they already had the game in hand. It was like, all right, let's just Burrow's out. Fuck it. We have this pass rush. Great. And then it bit him in the ass. Now, granted, that Travis Hunter defensive pass interference was probably one of the worst defensive pass interference calls I've seen in my life. I'm not complaining, considering the fact that I did have the Bengals -3.5 in our contest. So that's a telltale sign. So, again, not complaining. Another 1-2 week. I'm thinking about killing myself. But other than that, I mean, and Tim swept the week. God damn you.
Sweep that board, baby. Sweep that board.
God. Terrible. Yeah, it's just everyone comes out of this game as losers.
Yeah.
There's really...
Jacksonville's got no clear direction in offense.
Drama with Cohen and Lawrence.
Yeah, oh my God, he's looking at the sideline, waving him off. I don't know.
Not good. Not a good time in Duval.
My old college roommate. Hold on. I'm going to shout out him real quick. Oh my God, Evan, you are getting fucked. He's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Isn't that crazy? He's from Buffalo.
Tough scene.
It's even worse, right?
You know what? Better off.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? Better off. All right. Next game, Lions 52, Bears 21. Was not even a game after the first drive. I think Dennis Allen putting Tyreek Stevenson on an island with Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the choices of all time.
Yeah, one of the choices.
I don't understand what is going through the mind of Ben Johnson right now. I don't understand what's going through the mind of Ryan Poles right now. You draft Colson Loveland 10th, and he's probably the top tight end in this draft, this past draft class. And he didn't even see the field, Tim. You didn't see the field.
Poor scheming.
What did you draft him 10th for? I don't understand. Ryan Poles is on the hottest of hot seats I think I've ever seen. And he's not doing... Caleb didn't have a terrible game. I'll give him that. But as soon as he scrambles outside of the pocket, it seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. The Bears are a disaster.
I am very underwhelmed with what that might be. I picked Ben Johnson when Coach of the Year and the Bears to make the playoffs. I don't see that at all from them. I don't. I think they stink. I expected a big jump from Caleb Williams because, we kind of had to think, like, at some point he had to evolve into something better than he is, but he still kind of looks like a college quarterback, dude. He plays like a college quarterback. There's no stability in his game. I mean, like you mentioned, he gets out of the backfield and he rolls out of the pocket. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So there's a lot of question marks for them. They got to figure it out. He doesn't know. But I saw a post-game, Ben Johnson and what's his face? Dan Campbell, a little short exchange between those two guys. There might be some beef there going on just because...
No, there's no beef there, I don't think.
They coached together for like 3 years.
Field goals. Like, what do you expect? I know, but I don't know. I don't see big beef happening there. Lions look good. I mean... No shock. Actually, kind of shocked just because we were all like, how they responded. And, they dropped 52, which is rare.
Offense seems fine.
Today, offense seems fine. I think they'll be all right. All right, next up, Niners 26, Saints 21. This game was actually pretty exciting. Both teams didn't really look good. I think that if the Niners played any other team in the sport, they would have lost that game. They were just lucky enough to be playing the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were just lucky enough to be playing the New Orleans Saints. Rattler and Jones looked pretty good. Mac Jones and Spencer Rattler both looked pretty good. I just, again, like, there was really, like, nothing from this game despite the score. I just think that, they just won. San Francisco won based on talent and are benefiting from having one of the easiest schedules in football.
I got nothing else other than that, Stan. I mean, they won with Mac Jones.
Yeah, there's really... Yeah, Mac Jones. Yeah, he looked good. And, Mac Jones and Brock Purdy are like two completely different quarterbacks. So there's really like...
difference.
Again, I got nothing.
I
got nothing from this game.
I'm with you, too. I got nothing. I can't take any positives or negatives out of this because it's the Saints and it's the Mac Jones Niners.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next game, Seahawks 31, Steelers 17. Aaron Rodgers was fucking terrible. And the Steelers did not do anything right. I think this whole game is summed up by the Caleb Johnson fumbling the kickoff and not knowing the rules where if it lands in the landing zone, it's a live ball. And then he just let it go into the end zone and it stayed in the end zone. The Seahawks recovered and got the touchdown.
Just a dumb play. It's just dumb.
Horrible. And the defense doesn't look good. It's bad that Aaron Rodgers' age is showing in week 2.
Showed all of last year.
It showed. Oh yeah, that is true. And plus, like, let's be honest, Seattle's not a good team. They just aren't. And to lose to that team that way at home is concerning. And I don't know. Maybe, I mean, does the 500 streak end? Does it end?
Probably not. I mean, they've done it with worse quarterbacks. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Ravens 41, Browns 17. The fact that the Ravens, and I get they were playing the Browns, but that Browns defense is elite. The fact that the Ravens were able to drop 40 points against one of the best defenses in the league without Derrick Henry doing much. He only ran for 23 yards. That's fucking terrifying. That is terrifying.
And my Super Bowl right now, Stan, is slated at Packers-Ravens. So let's keep this train rolling.
Yeah, keep it going. I felt that the Browns defense did well. I think that if let's just say they had Atlanta's offense, they're a playoff contender. Like, let's be honest here.
How many years of this now, Browns, though? Same with them?
A lot, yeah. And that's my thing. The Ravens won on talent. Flacco looked old. He looked very old.
It's getting to that point, dude. How many times can he go out there and do it?
Yeah. Good for him, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit. Like, this has gotta stop. And honestly, like, the young guys look good too. Like, Quinshon Judkins made his debut. He looked pretty good. honestly, if you start playing the young guys, maybe you got something here. Like,
it's better than what you got now. You're 0-2.
Worth a shot. You're 0-2, and you're playing the best team in football next week. So, like, maybe you have a chance. I don't know. Send
the second strings out there.
Maybe. Gabriel Shador. Actually, I know what your answer is now.
Are you kidding me? It's always going to be Dylan Gabriel. The one who was picked higher, the better quarterback. It's clearly going to be Dylan Gabriel.
All right.
Why is he 2 on the depth chart and Shador's the emergency backup quarterback? That's what I want to know. If you really think it's start Shador.
Fair enough. All right, next game, Rams 33, Titans 19. There was no shot that the Rams were going to lose this game. I think they played a fantastic second half. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams are the best wide receiver duo in football. Argue a wall. Puka had a nice rushing touchdown on an end around that he was able to escape out of. It was glorious. This offense looks good. If I look at the Titans side, I'd bet every dollar right now that Brian Callahan is going to be gone by season's end.
Or that Cam Ward gets hurt.
Honestly, Ward played pretty well. I just think that the talent around him sucks.
Terrible. He's going to get killed back there, dude. I swear one of these days he's going to get killed.
That touchdown is like basically just like everything they tell you not to do as an NFL quarterback. He did, and it worked.
Go against anything on the Titans, dude. Figure it out. Do whatever the hell you want because they stink.
Yeah, they're not good. All right, 4:00 games. God damn it. Oh, God. Colts, 29. Broncos, 28. Daniel Jones has a good offensive line, and it's honestly making him a top. It's honestly making him a top. It's making him a top 15 quarterback in the league right now. The Colts still haven't punted all year. They were able to drop 30 points on the best defense in football. Oh my God.
They've always had the talent.
Life.
They've always had the talent. The quarterback was always the issue for them. And if Daniel Jones is the guy, I mean,
it's week 2.
I know.
It's week 2.
But they haven't punted yet, and that's a very telltale sign.
That's a very telling sign that they haven't punted yet in week 2. It's week 3. They're going into their week 3 game and have not punted. And, oh God, I don't know. The Broncos had this game in hand, and Bo Nix and Will Lutz just handed it to them on a silver platter and got lucky with the leverage penalty. The Colts defense seems better than I thought. Great. Like,
they're good, dude. They're good.
Yeah, I know. Charvarius Ward's gonna be coming back soon for them. Like, it's God. If Evan Neal hit, man. If
Evan Neal hit, yeah.
If he hit, unbelievable. Next
Mackay
game, Cardinals 27, Panthers 22.
The Jets.
That's
where I'm at.
Sorry?
I said if Mekhi Becton stayed healthy, Zach Wilson would still be the starting quarterback of the Jets. Same type of shit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. But early on, this was a repeat of everything Bryce Young did last year, which was no good. And then the Cardinals almost choked it. Like, it was that bad. And it was just bad that last minute of the game. They fucked up an onside kick, crucial penalty, like pass interference penalties, all that whole defensive holding in the end zone. There was a roughing the passer on 3rd and 17.
You don't even touch him on 3rd and 17. You just leave him. What's the point? Why would you even take the chance?
Yeah, like usually, I don't understand. This team, the Cardinals, do not impress me at all.
They stink. They stink.
They're
dude.
lucky
they actually
to be 2-0 and leading this division somehow. Yeah, they're not good. They'll be in 3rd place by October 15th.
I'm writing that down.
3rd place by October 15th. Yeah. Well, considering the Niners have the easiest schedule and they have the same record as the Rams, who look unstoppable, I'll cash that bet.
I'm coming back to this. I have it dated and written down, Stan. I'm coming back to this.
Dated and written down. Cardinals will be in 3rd place by October 15th. 3rd place or worse.
All right.
3rd place or worse.
I'll leave it as 3rd place, and we can just if they're in 4th, I know what you meant.
Okay. All right. Next game. Eagles 20, Chiefs 17. The Eagles do not move me with this elite offense. You could just tell that Jalen Hurts misses Kellen Moore so much to the point, like, it's just like, I understand that this new offensive coordinator needs to grow and learn new things, but how difficult is it
with the best offense
to have this stale of an offense when you have like 10 Pro Bowlers starting? Like, that's what I don't understand.
You could be the offensive coordinator of the Eagles, Stan.
I don't like, just because you won a game doesn't mean that you can't critique them. and I'm going to be honest when I say this, if the Chiefs were fully healthy, they win this game. If Travis Kelce caught that pass in the end zone, they win this game.
How does he not? No one even touched him, dude. How the fuck did he not catch that?
I don't know.
Taylor Swift effect.
Bad. And the tush push is just like, again.
It's so illegal. It is so illegal, dude.
I will say, as a diehard Eagles hater, I will say the excuse of if my team did the tush push and did it as effectively as the Eagles did, I wouldn't be complaining. You are absolutely 100% correct. But my team doesn't. In fact, they do it worse than any other team in football. So
we saw that week 1.
We saw that. Oh, yeah, we saw that. Saw it even like 2 years ago. I remember they lined up for a tush push against Vegas, and I tweeted, they're not getting this. See? They didn't get it.
It would be fine if it was legal, but they're lining up illegally every single time, and that doesn't work. Like someone else, some ref at some point's got to blow the whistle and be like, figure that the fuck out. Illegal formation.
Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. I just don't see anybody passing this next year at the league meetings. Not a shot.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, they're the only real, like, Super Bowl contender that kind of needs it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to see the Ravens do it. Like, they have Derrick Henry. Like, you're probably not going to see the Bills do it. Like, Josh Allen's QB sneak. It's the same shit. And, like, you didn't need the push. But, like, you look at this one team that does it so well because they need to do it, and it pisses me off. But
got him a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and you could bring up the adversity and all. Like, I get it, tush push, great, whatever. It's gotta go. It's run its course, and I think like fans have finally noticed that like this is boring. It was a boring game when it shouldn't have been,
and it's illegal. Can we just? I feel like we're glossing over that point. Like they're lining up illegal.
They're lining up illegally. The concept of the play is legal,
but they're lining up illegally every single time.
The way that they're executing the play is illegal. Yes, I agree. I'm all for the bush push. Don't get me wrong. If you know, you know. Shout out my college football fans. But again, like they're lining up illegally. Like they already have enough leverage that their quarterback squats 450 pounds every day. Like
it's just like at some point, some ref has got to be like, dude, like fix that.
Enough's enough. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Next game, Sunday Night Football. Falcons 22, Vikings 6. Major stinker. Oh my God, this game
plus
sucked.
3.5 I had, Stan. That was a fucking joke. And I said it going into the game. I go, this seems kind of ridiculous.
You did. I think this Falcons offense looked pretty good. They established the run game well. They controlled the pace of the game. And they kicked a bunch of field goals. And
wins your football game.
Not the most exciting way to play football, but it does win you football games when your defense does a good job, despite Minnesota being down Darisaw and having a backup center fuck up snaps all the time. Happened twice.
Aaron Jones got hurt too?
Yeah, not aesthetically pleasing at all. Now you have J.J. McCarthy out for a couple weeks. Aaron Jones on IR. That's not
4 weeks.
Yeah. And now Carson Wentz. I
believe in him. He's still got MVP Carson in him somewhere.
I think he does stuff like that. I think he may do something.
That's right? Like, it's just like this little itch I have. Like, they kind of just wrote this guy off, but like,
all he has to do is just like keep him afloat, and they're good.
He'll get a job somewhere. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. If he just like keeps him afloat and JJ comes back and they find a way to sneak into that last wild card spot, then yeah.
Imagine he goes off. McCarthy's out of a job.
Can you imagine if this like turns into
another Sam Darnold
thing? No, a vice versa thing of what happened to him in Philly.
Oh, yeah, literally. Like, they wouldn't, yeah.
Exactly. All right, Monday night games. Bucks 20, Texans 19. I said it in the intro. The Texans are the Southern Steelers. Oh, my God. This offense is fucking terrible, and I'm this angry because I bet on the Texans, and there were so many times where they had the game in their hands, and they blew it because of stupid personal foul penalties. There was a play where the Bucks were backed into their own end zone, and for whatever reason, they're tackling Bucky Irving, and someone's got his face mask. A good grip of his face, like taking his helmet off. There's that.
You don't need to be doing all that.
Way too many blown opportunities. Am I shocked that the Texans are 0-2? No. Am I shocked that I knew the Texans' offensive line was bad. I didn't know they were this bad.
How many points did they put up the first 2 weeks? 27? 28?
Not enough. 19 and
9, right?
Put up Yeah, I think they only put up 9 points against LA.
28 points.
Yeah. Not good. Not good at all.
That being said, Baker's a gamer, man. Baker's a fucking gamer.
Dude.
If he cuts those he cuts those down this year, dude, he's like a top 8 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm impressed with how this offense has been able to adapt over the years where, Canales left for Carolina last year, and everyone's like, oh, how does this Bucs offense respond? Do we see the same thing? Liam Cohen comes in and does great things, and now he gets a job. And the whole narrative last year was, how is this Bucs offense going to do without Liam Cohen? And also, keep in mind, Chris Godwin's still hurt. Jalen McMillan's still hurt. And they're still finding ways to win games. They aren't clean. Not clean in the slightest. We saw it last week against Atlanta and this week against Houston. They just find ways to... Baker Mayfield just finds ways to win games.
He's a fucking gamer, dude. He's a fucking gamer.
And to think that 3 years ago, he was playing practice squad defensive end when he was with the Panthers. Practice squad defensive end, and then they traded him to the Rams, and now...
And mind you, it was 2 days he had to learn the playbook. He went out and won them a game, and now look where he's at. So...
Yeah. And it got him a lot of money.
I got that feeling about Carson Wentz, man. I'm just saying.
That's why you have that feeling? I mean, unreal stuff, man. Unreal shit from Baker Mayfield. And then the last Monday night game, Chargers 20, Raiders 9. When the game starts with an interception, it usually means it's not going to go well. And that's exactly what happened. Pretty boring game. Geno didn't look good. Seems like the Chargers are still hell-bent on Herbert throwing the football. Your guy, Keenan Allen, got a touchdown. That's great. It just seems like, and Omari and Hampton fantasy owners, me, in hell.
They're throwing that rock, man. They got the air raid offense all day.
They are. That offensive line just doesn't look good for Vegas. Just doesn't look good.
You can't really move either. I mean, he had to throw it away at 4th down.
And the run game's just abysmal. Like, what is it? Like, they only have, I saw a ridiculous stat earlier.
Genty can't do everything, man.
Before we started recording, I gotta find it. Yeah, that's all the NFL. That's our recap. We're now gonna go to college football until I find this stat from how bad the Raiders' rush game is. The Raiders averaged 3.4 yards per play against the Chargers last night. That's the 4th lowest for any offense in a game this season.
All right.
Bad.
I mean, the Jets were probably up there for that, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sure, actually, they probably might be like 1 or 2.
Giants maybe 3 and 4 for being honest.
Yeah, it's great. It's real great.
Or at least 3, because we put up like 600 total yards of offense and still lost. But anyway,
Jets really lost 30-3. By the way, anyone who wants to call it 30-10, be my guest. But they lost 30-3.
30-3. All right, let's go to college football. What a week! What a week of college football! What a week of college football! Outstanding. Let's start with A&M and Notre Dame. Let's start with A&M. I thought Marcel Reed looked outstanding. He looked like the quarterback that was promised last year. We saw short spurts from him from last year, and it kind of just all came to fruition in South Bend. Like the whole world's watching. You're at probably the college football capital of the world, for being honest.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and he puts on that type of performance, looked outstanding. Led a great game-winning drive. Now, if you're Notre Dame, you're fucked. I don't know. Tim, I'm worried about Notre Dame.
I don't give a fuck about Notre. Fuck the Irish. I picked A&M to win. I picked A&M to win this game, buddy. I think we were on the other side of things here. I had A&M winning it.
You did. I was 1 away from going undefeated and sweeping the board, and A&M.
You smoked me, but the one I had was A&M.
A&M. Yeah. So they have to win 10 straight to at least have a chance. At least have a chance. And they're all playing unranked opponents. Right now, none of them are ranked in the AP poll. We're going to rattle off the schedule. So they play Purdue, that's a win. Arkansas, win.
Win.
Boise State,
win.
Win. NC State, win. USC's a maybe.
I think they probably etch it out.
I'd give them a maybe. That offense looks pretty good. Well, they are a ranked team, but who knows what's going to happen by October 18th. At Boston College,
I know what's going to happen by October 18th, Stan.
Home against... What happened?
I know what's going to happen by October 18th. Cardinals will be in third place in the division.
Third place in division. You play Navy. That may give you some trouble. Maybe.
Navy's covering that spread.
I don't know. Triple option. Who knows? At Pitt,
Mullins just hit a fucking
they just
homer.
lost to
I'm
West
sorry. I hate that I have to interrupt you again with the Mets stand. Cedric Mullins just hit a homer. If you're a Mets fan, we're back, baby. We're fucking back.
At Pitt, and they just lost to West Virginia in the backyard brawl. And then they home against Syracuse. They suck. I don't think Ed Jelly's the guy that they paid for. And then at Stanford, and they're fucking next level terrible. So you got to hope for teams to lose, and now you got to rely on two teams that are notoriously known for choking the big ones in November. And there's some people like, oh, Miami just beat the shit out of South Florida. South Florida beat a Boise State team where Maddox Madsen didn't know what to do with the football when the linebackers weren't stacking the box. And Florida, LOL, we'll get to them. But like, I'm worried. I'm worried about Notre Dame. Very worried about Notre Dame. Georgia Tech takes down Clemson. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Clemson fucking sucks, dude. They stink.
Let's just talk about Georgia Tech first. Georgia Tech. Brent Key has these guys playing an elite style of football where they're just running it in, smash mouth football. Honestly, the hard part of their schedule's over. They went into Boulder, beat Colorado. They beat Clemson at home. Now
no one thought it was going to happen other than you.
Yeah. Now you have Temple, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pitt left in ACC play. So you avoid Florida State, you avoid Miami. And then you play Georgia, which that game may be probably one of the biggest games of the last Saturday of the regular season. And that usually never is. Georgia would always rout them. It would just be an easy win for Georgia. So, who knows? That's a big game now.
Yeah, I mean, when you start hot, this is what happens.
Yeah. And then I looked at Clemson. Dabo, a man named Jerry Carraher once said about a Manchester United football player named Casemiro, leave the football before the football leaves you. And right now, at this top level, the football's left him. He's got to go.
He's a high school football coach, dude.
Yeah, it's bad. It's very bad. And I think he's too ignorant to realize that the game's gone. Game's gone.
He's just milking this contract.
Yeah, he's just milking the contract. And then, does Clemson fire him? Does he resign? Just fuck this, I'm going to TV?
I think they'd rather him resign than fire him if it comes down to it.
But here's the thing. Ever since Trevor Lawrence left, it's been a disaster.
Yeah.
Right? Did he play my freshman year or freshman year of college?
2019.
When did he get drafted? 2020 or 2021? No, 2021 he got drafted. So 2020 was his last year because remember Urban Meyer?
Yeah.
When he coached the Jaguars.
Forgot about that.
There we go. Realized it. That's another unreal thing to think about. Urban Meyer coaching the NFL. But anyway, this is brutal. And the portal's one thing, not using the portal again. If you're not using the portal, you better fucking hit on these blue chip guys that you get from high school. Because right now, they're not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this right now, Stan, because now you piqued my interest on this. So 2019 was the last really good year of Dabo, and this roster's pretty fucking loaded, dude.
We're not counting the COVID year, I guess. They made the playoff that year, but then lost to Ohio State.
But I mean,
I don't think we're counting the COVID year.
I'm just saying it's been on a downward trend since that year. They started losing more games, and now they're 1-2. I mean,
yeah. And last year, let's be honest, they got lucky. Mm-hmm. A lot of things went their way for them to win the ACC championship game and make the playoff. If Miami beats Syracuse last game of the year, maybe Dabo Swinney doesn't have a job. Maybe we're talking about how everyone thought Clemson was going to make this big comeback. I think that we're worried about the wrong quarterbacks of this era because Arch Manning has not looked good. Cade Klubnik has not looked good all 4 years of him. Actually, last year he looked pretty good. But 3 out of the 4 years that he's been playing football for Clemson,
way too much hype.
He's been bad
this year.
EJ Lagway's been bad. It's I don't know. Are we hyped up about the wrong guys?
I think we are.
Nico, he just got his coach fired.
Yeah, I mean, it's like crazy with this landscape. Because I mean, I hate to move towards the Oregon side of things. Look what they did with Dante Moore. He wasn't even playing on UCLA. Now he comes over here and he's unbelievable.
Yeah. And now we can get to that Tennessee-Georgia game. Tennessee, I think there's nothing to get down on after that game. I think they can still have a great year. Aguilar gives them the downfield, that's something Nico didn't give Tennessee last year, was downfield accuracy. And Josh Heupel loves quarterbacks that are accurate when they throw the ball down the field. Like, you saw it in the game on Saturday. First quarter. Fucking throwing dimes everywhere, even when they were in a tough spot. If he threw the ball downfield, those receivers were going to go up and get it. And now Georgia. I love the makeup of this Georgia football team. I'm going to say it right now. Going down 21-7 in the first quarter and coming back to take the lead and tie the game, whatever. And I honestly think that Gunnar Stockton grew up. I think that last year's team is a completely different team than this year's in a good way. That throw on fourth down that Gunnar Stockton made to London Humphreys was elite. Elite throw. Maybe this is the quarterback that we need to be getting hyped about. It's Gunnar Stockton. They're one of my favorites to go all the way. I would be shocked if by December they're number one in the country. That's how bold I'm going to take this.
Behind Oregon, number 2 maybe.
Maybe. If Georgia's still playing football like this, I'm picking them to win in December.
Pretty fucking good.
No doubt about it. Pretty damn good. And then let's get to this LSU-Florida game. This LSU defense is elite. Very good. They made great adjustments up front and in the secondary. They had 5 interceptions last week against Florida. Some of them were on Lagway being a bonehead.
Well, that's what I'd like to get at here. As good as the defense was, holy fuck, does Florida's offense stink?
Billy Napier, when does he get fired? Because if we look at this schedule for Florida, and I think we mentioned it yesterday, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's been driving me absolutely insane how terrible Billy Napier has been during his tenure at Florida. Somehow the spread keeps on dropping down in the Florida-Miami game next week, and we'll get to that game next episode. But, so, Florida schedule goes like this. At Miami on Saturday.
I don't think they
home
win
against
that.
Texas. Home against Texas.
They don't win that. They probably don't win that.
Home against Mississippi State, and honestly, that may be the game that gets him fired if they lose that.
I'm going to say that's a chalk up right now from what I've seen.
Yeah. Home against Georgia.
Not winning that. What?
At Kentucky.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll give him that. At Ole Miss, who just won.
Yeah,
Whose offense did not skip a beat when they played a backup quarterback yesterday. Did not skip a beat at all. Looked like the same team.
They win that game.
Home against Tennessee. Home against Florida State.
Dude, they might. Holy shit, Stan. They might be one of the worst teams in the country. Just based off the schedule.
This is bad. It's bad. And we had the same narrative last year where they lost the first couple of games and everyone was like, holy shit, look at their schedule. And they were able to rattle off 8 wins.
This is different,
Everyone's like, okay, this feels different. This feels very different. Feels very different. I don't know what it is.
There's no excuses for them at this point, honestly.
There really isn't. We've been asking for this guy to get fired for so long, and it hasn't. This team is an undisciplined disaster.
Florida's a basketball school.
Yeah, honestly, I'd honestly be happy that you guys have one of the best college basketball coaches in the sport. You have Boogie Fland coming in from Arkansas. You have Xavier Lee coming in from Princeton. Be happy that you guys are good at basketball. Maybe you guys are a basketball school. And
I think they are.
Yeah, at this point, maybe they are. All right. Okay, let's go to baseball real quick. Mets drop 8 in a row. They're up right now, big
8-2.
8 on the Padres. Yes,
on
the Padres.
Huge fucking game. Huge game.
Oh shit.
Also, I was just gonna say, Cal Raleigh did just break the switch hitting home run record. He hit his 55th. So.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know that really that hurts the Judge case a little bit, but
not hurt the Judge MVP case. I'm a big Mickey Mantle guy. I just wanted Mickey Mantle to have that record. But anyway,
you want to compare those two seasons? Because I'll pull it up right now and show you how much better Mickey Mantle was. Are you kidding me? The Mick versus Cal Raleigh. Are you fucking kidding? He batted like 400. Are you kidding me?
Yep, exactly.
I think his WAR was a 14 that year. He broke the record, Stan.
Yep. Mets are Are you worried? Clearly
I've been worried for I'm stressing about this game right now, dude. Even if they make the playoffs, here's my thing. Like,
I don't think they go far.
No, the situation
I know we
said
that last year.
Yeah, I know, but this is different. This is completely different because the situation they're in right now, it looks like 07. It's starting to feel like 07. I know they're turning the tides right now, which is, I hope they do. But they don't have a good bullpen. They don't have a good rotation. I don't even know who's the starting pitcher anymore. They have their platoon in Manaya and Holmes tonight, which is...
And that's my issue with the Mets right now.
Same as still in the minors.
Because there's a lot of teams, all the teams that are in the playoffs in the National League, what do they have that the Mets don't? Pitching.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. And I just don't see the Mets surviving a 3-game series again. I'm sorry, I
don't either.
I just don't see it.
You don't even have to apologize, Stan. I don't either. And it's not like the offense has been lights out. We've been better hitting runners in scoring position. Other than tonight, obviously tonight's been good, knock on wood. Hopefully they close it out. But they have been such a one-inning ball club where they'll score 5 runs in an inning and that's it. And then it looks like they give up the game and they blow it.
That's what happened. That's what happened the other day.
It happened in Philly.
Yeah.
So it's just this constant cycle of we can hit and then we stop hitting. We can pitch and then we stop figuring out how to pitch after the 4th inning. So it's just, if they can get through, like they did it tonight, Holmes got through 4, thank God. I didn't think he would, but he's pitching with a lead. Their starters can't get through 4. The only good pitcher they have is Noel McLean. He's a rookie. So it's like, and you can call Sprout a good pitcher too, but again, are you going to throw 2 guys who have no playoff experience at all as you're 1 and 2 in the playoffs?
Yeah, you're not going to throw those guys out there.
I'd love to throw Peterson, I would, but his last few starts, I know his last start, he let up 3 runs, he looked pretty good, but besides that, his ERA's been like a 6.84 in his last 5. So it's like, there's so many question marks. You can't pitch Helsley. Diaz's arm looks fatigued. They're using him for 4 outs. They did the other night, and they had to walk it off in extras because he couldn't get the 4 outs. So it's you can't pitch Ryan Stanek because I don't know how he's in the MLB still. I don't know what the answer is. They're either going to have to score 15 runs every game in the playoffs and hope they can win that way, but that's not how playoff baseball is played.
That's not how it works.
I'm just
Yankee side of things, they are currently up 6-1 in the top of the 3rd inning against the Twins.
There you go. It's a big game for you guys.
They also have the bases loaded and nobody out. Yankees do. So, good. Thought they looked good against Boston. Thought it felt like there was a sense of urgency. I'm going to say it, I don't know how Anthony Volpe, I'm shocked that Boom was like, I don't think this partially torn labrum is affecting his play. How can you have a torn labrum and be effective in a sport where you throw? In that sport especially. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's crazy too, because Miguel Andujar had the same injury and it knocked him out for the whole year. That's where Gio Urshela got Gio Urshela a job for 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know how you just brush that off like it's nothing.
I hate this ideology though that now just Yankees management just thinks we're all stupid. We're not.
It's and it feels like them more than anyone. They play our fans are dumb card. Dude.
Yeah.
We're sitting here talking about it right now. Clearly we're not fucking stupid.
Yeah. Again, though, I thought we looked good in Boston. Pitching was good. Luis Heel threw 6 no-hit innings. Oh, my God, who started on Saturday? Fried looked pretty good, too. Outside of that,
you need him to get going again.
Outside of that, little mini collapse that he had in his last inning of work.
Get rid of those going in the playoffs, dude.
Yeah, no, because he's done it twice this year now, where Boone's come out and he's facing the 8 or 9 hitter, and he's like, "No, let me get this guy." And then Boone's like, "All right," because Boone's a player's first guy.
Clearly, starting a guy with a torn labrum.
And then, Volpe didn't play the series. Actually, I didn't even see the lineup. Is he in? 7-1 now, Yankees.
There you go.
Who was even in this lineup? Wouldn't be shocked if I see. Let's see.
Ben Rice playing shortstop.
No. Grisham, Judge, Rice, Bellinger, Stanton, Chisholm, McMahon, Volpe, Wells. Yeah. Jose Caballero looked pretty good.
That's what you were expecting.
I like him. Of course it was. You could see the difference. You could see the differences. Exactly. And now here's my issue going into this postseason, because I think the division's out of reach. I think the division's over. Because the Blue Jays just refuse to lose and never will.
I don't think they're good either. Can we I don't.
They are approaching 2022 Atlanta Braves territory, where it's just
I don't get it.
I don't either.
On paper, I just don't get it.
They've approached that territory where it's no matter what. 4-1 down in the 9th inning, and they ended up winning 5-4 against the Orioles. It was awful.
It doesn't make sense to me.
You take 2 out of 3 against Boston, and then like you go down 1 game in the division. It's like fuck, like that's demoralizing.
What do we have to do? We're playing a divisional opponent who's ahead of us too. Like,
you're playing a divisional opponent too. They responded well in this tough 12-game stretch against Houston, against Detroit, against Toronto, against Boston. Now we just got to beat up on these bad teams, and they didn't do that last night. That lost 8-0 against probably one of the worst teams in baseball. And I mean, now you're responding. You're up 7-1. So we look at this Yankee schedule. If we even think about having a shot in this division, we have.
I forgot to mention, by the way, Mets are out of. It's not even. It's not a race anymore.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Phillies clinched it. So
yeah, it's over. Yeah. So we have 1 more against the Twins tomorrow. 4 against the Orioles in Camden Yards,
which is huge because you're really gonna need those games. You got to take at least 3 or 4 there.
Oh yeah. Where is it? 3 against the White Sox at home, and then 3 against the Orioles at home, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean
that's it.
Big games.
Win these games. Win these games, and at least if you win those games, you can at least say that you did your job. Kinda. With what was in front of you. You can talk about the passes in the past. They did what was in front of you.
Right. The situation
right in front of us.
Yeah, there you go. The situation the Mets and the Yankees in right now, it's you can't worry about anyone else. You got to worry about yourself. You got to take care of business and hope that the chips fall into place. Because I know you just mentioned the Yankee series before we finish up baseball, including tonight. Mets got 3 with San Diego at home. They got 3 at home against Washington. Then they go to Chicago to play the Cubs for 3, and they finish in Miami with 3. So you have to win every single one of these series.
That Cubs series is pretty big too.
Huge, and that last series against Miami might come down to it. I mean, we suck against Miami, but if you're a Mets fan, you know they have our number. They kick our ass, and I don't get it. So they're gonna have to go into Miami and take care of business.
All right, good baseball chat. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Well, season's coming to an end, and
season's coming to an end. We're getting close to it. So yeah,
the Mets are fucking terrible.
Yep. All right. Moving on, what I saw. Tim, what do you got?
Any of you soccer fans, the Tottenham Hotspurs are fucking good, man. They win another one today. They win another one today. Good. I know they wanted an own goal, but still, the midfield play has been excellent. The new guys they brought in have been fantastic. I like everything Thomas Frank has been doing. Shout out my brother. He's been heavily involved in this team. He's trying to get tickets for us to go out there. So I'm
oh my God.
Well, yeah, I know. So I'm all for it. They look good, and they just got to keep the play up. Let's go Spurs.
Why are they underdogs against Brighton? Is Brighton good?
They're not bad. Like, I mean, you have to understand where we finished last year in the table, dude. We were 16th. Like, we weren't a good weren't a good team.
That is true, yes. I feel like Tottenham does this every year, though, where it's just like they start out good and you're like, oh shit, like we got a shot here. And
right. You know what, though? I feel different this year just because the new formation they're running. They ran that 9-2 bullshit with Ainge, which it worked in the Europa League, but you know, obviously you got to switch something up, and the midfield play has been much tighter, so it's just been a lot harder for teams to break through. And I think they can keep this up. I really do. Mickey Van de Ven scored the other day, dude.
Oh, this was a Champions League game.
Yeah, it was a Champions League game. That's why it was a big game.
So how does that work now? Because I'll be honest, I haven't been that much into European soccer as of late. Because from what I remember, the Champions League was the group stage, and whoever had the highest points. Okay, so hang on. Whoever had the highest points advances, right? Or the 2 highest points in each group advanced, right?
I believe so.
And then the aggregate changed.
It is a new. It's a new format. Yeah, that's why it's
okay.
Okay, so I got it. I got it right here.
Explain it.
36 teams. More teams compete in expanded league phase. It used to be 32. There's one league table. All 36 teams are ranked in a single unified table based on their performance. Each team plays 8 matches, 4 home, 4 away, fixtures against different opponents. And then teams are placed in a 4 seeding pots based on their UEFA coefficient. UEFA coefficient, sorry. A draw that determines each team's 8 opponents with 2 teams drawn from each pot. And then it's the knockout stages where the top 8 teams...
So, wait. Time out. So, they decide randomly... Like, is it... Explain it to me American-wise. Like, strength of schedule? Like, that goes into account?
Yeah, so pretty much just like if it's, you know, I think it goes by goal differential actually in soccer, but it's based on, I believe that's how it is, based on your team, like how your other opponents do against as well. I think that also comes into effect. Like if you played like 4 teams that suck in the Champions League,
so like they're not going to take that into account.
And then it goes to the knockout stages where the top 8 teams automatically qualify for the round of 16, and then teams positions 9 to 24 compete in a two-legged knockout playoff round to determine the remaining 16 spots.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And then, that's a little...
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a little different.
I know, dude. Because
I remember how they did it a couple years ago, because I was like deep into it. Like, I was deep into Tottenham Hotspur lore in like 2019.
We were fucking good, dude.
I remember I got no, but like I remember I got FIFA 18 and I did Alex Hunter The Journey, and they were just like pick a random team, and I freaking like closed my eyes and just like scrolled, and then I stopped on Tottenham. I was like, you know what? That's my team now. And then they make the Champions League.
You and Harry Kane, man, are the two reasons why I'm a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. And then, so how they did it back then, it was the group stage, top 2 in each group advance, and then they did the round of 16 by a random draw, and then they did and then once it got to 8, they did the bracket. Oh my God.
Yeah,
if you're not into soccer,
it's complicated as hell.
Look up the run that Tottenham went on in the 2019 Champions League.
They should have won. They fucking blew it. They blew it.
They should have won. They beat Dortmund. And Dortmund was pretty good that year.
Really good.
They beat Dortmund. Yeah. They beat Man City in probably the most dramatic... no, never mind. Sorry, I apologize. One of the most dramatic soccer games I've ever watched. I'm not a big soccer guy, but pretty dramatic game. They played Ajax, and Ajax basically was this Dutch team that just churned out talent and they'd all leave by they were like 19, 20. So Matthias de Ligt, oh my God, what's his name? 2019 Ajax. I believe he went to Man City.
They had, who's on this team? Van de Beek was on this team. Tadic, Zizek was on the team.
I'm trying, 20.
Do you remember what happened? How they won that? Because
I remember Lucas Moura, baby.
Yeah, but remember they needed that goal because
so the aggregate was different. So we had Tottenham had the first leg in Tottenham and they lost 2-0. So basically all they needed was to score 2 goals in the Netherlands, because then they would have advanced to the finals. They would have had the tiebreaker, which was away goals. So they're down 3-0 on aggregate. And Lucas Moura scores a fucking natural hat trick.
Yep. And the last one was in the 96th minute.
And it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And then
ridiculous shit.
And then they won against Man City on the aggregate again, where they lost
on away goals again. Yeah.
Yeah, they won 1-0, or they lost 1-0. What was it again?
They
won 4. Hang on. What was it? They won 1-0. Then they lost.
Yeah, but then.
What was it, 4-3? And then it was 1-0, 1-0.
They lost. So hang on. So the run that they went on. So they beat. Okay, I'm gonna find this. I'm going to find this, and I'm gonna be all right.
This is what we saw this week, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this is what we saw this week. We're reliving Tottenham Hotspur's
glory days.
Run. Yeah. So leg 1 against Dortmund, they won 3-0, and then they went into Dortmund and beat them 1-0, won 4-0 on aggregate. Champions League leg 1, they beat Man City at home 1-0. Then they went at Man City, lost the game 4-3, but advanced on away goals 4-4.
Yeah.
They played Ajax, lost 1-0, and then went to the Netherlands
and scored 3 goals.
We're down 2-0 in the game, and then Lucas Moura scored 3 goals in the second half in 15 minutes?
Yeah, and then and the last one was the 96th minute.
Yeah, and then they lost in the final to Liverpool, but we don't talk about that. All right. I have a what I saw too, by the way. Anyway, we have a pretty big announcement. This is going to be my what I saw. Pretty big announcement. This Saturday and Sunday. Saturday at 11 a.m. Sunday, 12 p.m. We will be going on Instagram and TikTok live. We're just going to be talking ball. Feel free to hop into the chat, talk some ball, give us some picks. We'll give you some picks. More broader range of picks than what we usually post, which I'm pretty excited about.
It'll be all the board.
All the board. It won't be who knows? I already got some. I got one slated for North Texas and Army.
You know I'm going to cook up some crazy lays to end.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I'm pretty excited. Come join us. Instagram, TikTok Live, Saturday at 11 a.m. and then Sunday at 12 p.m. Hope to see you there. Give us some winners. Give us some winners. Show me something.
And we'll get Kilk in the call. Make sure he gives you his pick of the week.
Maybe we get Kilk on the call. Maybe we do. We'll see. All right. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Be sure to like this video on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment on our YouTube. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify. 5 stars only. And we will see you guys on Thursday for our Week 3 recap and college Week 3 recap. Week 3 best bets and college football.
I'm sweeping the board again.
Best bets. I will try to sweep the board. I won't go 1-2. I hope that's a promise.
Where are you at? You're 2-4. I am what?
2-4. You're
I'm 4-2.
4-2. All right. Still a ways to go. It's
week
just
2.
The start.
Just the start.
We'll see. All right. Peace out, guys.